Okay, so we are live, I think. Make sure you let me know in the comments section that you can actually hear me, because I have no idea if this setup is actually working or not. I'm just trying to sort this all out and get a thumbnail uploaded, because YouTube didn't want me to do that before I started the live stream for some reason. I have no idea why. You can hear me? Okay, so I'll just check to my phone. You can, that's fine. I will get to the comment section any second. I'm not actually going to play 2K20. It's going to be on and we're going to be talking, because I'm so hyped. And I'm sure you guys are too. The Fiend is the new Universal Champion. Nathan, I hope that's not a negative comment, because the Fiend is awesome. I don't know why it won't let me put a thumbnail on this thing. Screw tube at it again. Okay, so thumbnail should be on, but it's not on. Helpful. Thanks, YouTube. KJ in the chat, shout out to you. We got Ravinda, hi, thanks for dropping in. Loads of people saying yes, loads of people happy the Fiend is the new Universal Champion. Let me start this match so you guys actually have something to look at. Of course it's the Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. I'm not playing, by the way. I'm working out ScrewTube's thumbnail system, because it won't let me put a thumbnail on this live stream. What would you do if the Fiend loses the title on Monday? I'll probably cry, but that's perfectly fine. Tears are meant, you know, you're meant to have your heart broken now and again, so that's fine. I'm just happy. I'm living in the moment that Thursday we witnessed the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, win the Universal Championship. All the hate, all the negativity that the Fiend wasn't going to win. Not only that, it was in Saudi Arabia. Championships don't change hands in Saudi. Of course, that's now all gone. The Fiend did win the Universal Championship. I was so happy. You have honestly no idea. I don't think I've marked out like that since The Rock versus Hogan at WrestleMania. I really don't. When he slammed Seth, Seth slammed the Fiend off the stage, and then Seth went down. When those fireworks went off, I'm thinking, wait, is that real? Is Seth actually blinded? It was nowhere near him, because I didn't expect the Fiend to get up, and then that visual of the Fiend rising above, oh, it was just so good. It was so good. There was no way at that point the Fiend wasn't going to win the match, and of course he did win the match. So happy, so excited. Time to party, definitely. Do you think the Fiend would get a custom championship? I honestly hope so. I really hope so. I would like to see Funhouse Bray with the Universal title, and then another like custom belt for the Fiend. I think that would be really cool. The fact that you have the differences between Funhouse Bray and the Fiend, and the titles at the same time. It's like things that come into the Fiend's possession can do the same thing. I think that'd be really, really cool. I don't actually know what's happening here, but Seth's sort of stuck in the ropes. Can you see that? WWE 2K20 at its best. Can you see that? There's nothing actually happening here. We've just got a standoff between the Fiend and Seth Rollins. Believe it or not, this is the first glitch I've had for 2K20, so I can't be too negative, but what is this? Oh my god. I've seen so many people complaining about glitches in this game. I'm still not got a thumbnail up yet, by the way. This isn't going too well for me. Oh, okay, it's actually, the match is continuing now. Seth somehow broke the ropes. I love your YouTube videos. Well, thank you so much, Faith. Really does mean a lot. I kind of changed up my content in April. If you a long-term subscriber, I know like Stylist Clash and things like that were in the chat earlier. Well, you know that I love wrestling figures. I collect wrestling figures. I have hundreds of them, and I kind of focus my channel always on that. But in the UK, it's become impossible to collect and stay collecting, if that makes sense, to get figures early, things like that. So I've kind of moved away from figures and now obviously talk about the show. So that's always fun. I do prefer it like this way. I'm really having a lot of fun with YouTube, and it's something I wasn't having before. So I really do appreciate all the support, all the likes and the comments and everything. You guys jump on those Bray Wyatt videos especially. It just means a hell of a lot to me. So huge thank you for that. So happy the Fiend won. So glad the Fiend won. Oh dude, you have no idea. I wish it's the only time. I never like live streaming, okay, especially during a wrestling show, because for me, I want to enjoy the show. I want to watch the show. I want to enjoy the show. I want to see everything. I want to go on Twitter. I want to have a look at what's going on. I want to see what people are talking about. Yet I wish I was, because my reaction was absolutely incredible. I think I might have pissed my neighbours off, because they sort of banged on the wall and everything. So, oops. The Fiend pays your rent. He doesn't actually. I actually do have a full-time job, but yeah, okay. I do get a lot of money for it, if that helps. Hey C Wrestling, yowie wowie, not seen you live before. Must be something special tonight. Well, of course, the Fiend just won the Universal Championship belt. It's Halloween. All is right with the world. I hope Fiend also wins in the game. So do I. So do I really do. Right now we got a referee laying on his back. Bray just sort of ran through him. Anna Dawes, thank you for dropping in. I'm still not able to get a thumbnail on this video. This is crazy. I haven't live streamed now for so long. And it's just not... Every time I put the thumbnail on, it doesn't like it. It's just saying, we might do it in a bit, I think. And it's just not doing anything. Special live stream, it's amazing. I'm shattered, same. Absolutely same. Emotionally, I'm wrecked. Completely wrecked. But I said it on Twitter earlier. It's kind of strange. Oh look, the Fiend did win! The Fiend did win in the game. I should have done this before. We could have predicted it. What am I supposed to do now? I'm not even got a thumbnail up and the match is over. I'm not going up. We'll set up another match. Should we just do a rematch? I think that'll be fine. I still have not got... I'm going to get a thumbnail up by the time we finish this, I swear to God. Bray winning, best thing in WWE ever. I completely agree with you, Jesse. I can sleep peacefully now. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too, Faith. C Wrestling UK, let me say, like Michael Cole said it, the Fiend rose from the ashes and won the Universal Championship. C Wrestling, it's great, man. As Bray said, we've hurt for too long. Completely agree. Let's set up that rematch. Luke, check out your local B&M. I found Elite 70 in B&M. Awesome. I think I have all I want from Elite 70. I'm not sure. I might... Elite 70. I'm so confused. I just got Elite 71, Jeff Hardy and Big Show from Toys and Masks. So, my recognition right now of wrestling figures, with the Fiend winning the Universal title, just is non-existent. See Wrestling, you are amazing. You're amazing, Alan, for dropping into this live stream, so thank you for that. Happy Halloween, man. I'm over the... Me too, Andy. Me too. All of a sudden, my love for WWE has skyrocketed. You know what? I really do feel like this was an important day for WWE. With AEW and everything like that, I really do think they needed this. They needed a name as their world champion. And the Fiend is exactly that. The Fiend is the name. Right now, the wrestling world buzzes about the Fiend. Like, you look at my YouTube channel, okay? I'm 13,000 subscribers. Yet some of my Bray Wyatt videos, they get 50,000 views. That's incredible. Like, okay, right. bit of a spoiler now. You don't normally say this on YouTube, okay? But I say it all the time. I'm a fan over being a YouTuber, 100%. Like, my last big 50,000 Bray Wyatt video that got 50,000 views, that got me nearly $400. That's stupid amount of money for me making like a 10-minute video. Is absolutely crazy. And it's The Fiend. The Fiend is a phenomenon that WWE hasn't had since probably The Undertaker. It's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. What's the chances Finn Balor beats Adam Cole for the NXT Championship? I would love that. I honestly would love that. Could you imagine if they did The Fiend versus Demon Finn Balor, NXT Champ versus Universal Champ? I mean, we haven't had it yet, have we? I think it could be decent. Dunno. Holy crap, dude, I'm crying tears of joy. So happy for Bray. Same. Do you know what? A lot of people are saying, what if the title reign isn't that long? It doesn't matter. Literally tonight, we got exactly what we wanted. We got exactly what we asked for. And we were all okay with The Fiend not winning. We were all fine. If The Fiend lost, we were happy that we were still going to see The Fiend wrestle. Would you recommend buying 2K20? Yes, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people moaning about it. We just encountered a glitch at the start of the stream, obviously. There is issues with the game, of course, I'm not going to lie to you, there is. But it's still a really good game. If you want to play as The Fiend as well, I'm sure, I don't know if you can, I'm sure you still buy the pack in the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store. It's so easy to unlock him, so 100% do that. Do you think Finn is joining Undisputed Era? No. TKG? I don't think he is. Just because he could have thrown up the hand symbol, he didn't. I gotta say no. I've got to say no. Can I just actually point out as well, I've still not got this thumbnail up. I'm literally on my phone talking to you guys. I have a tablet set up with the actual stream on for me to see the comment section, and I'm still not able to get a thumbnail to be approved to be put on this live stream. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I thought on the ramp there was a shadow of the Undertaker just by the steps. I was wiped out. Do you know what? I was really hoping that the Phenom would come down after Bray won the belt. I thought, what a way to set up Survivor Series. Imagine The Fiend versus the Undertaker for the Universal title. I just think that would be really incredible. And I've still not got a thumbnail up. Honestly, can everyone tweet YouTube that you're screwing C Wrestling because he can't get his thumbnail to work on this video? And there's no reason why it won't either. This is absolutely crazy. This isn't working at all, this thumbnail. It would probably have to go on after the stream. How are you doing, C Wrestling UK? I'm very good to Google Translate, man. I just wish that this thumbnail would work, because it would probably make the stream a lot more attractive to people. I actually don't know how many people we got in the chat right now. I think there's like 50 people watching the last time that I looked, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. C Wrestling, my fear is, where do you go from here? As in, how does he lose the title? Honestly, if I was booking it, never have him lose. Never have him lose. Very simple, very nice, very quick, very clean. You just have him win all the time, and we'll get bored of him, and in 3 years time we'll be begging for Seth Rollins to win the Universal title. As simple as that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if WWE do it just to put over Seth, but honestly, I think let him be for now. The Fiend chooses when he wants to win a match. He chose not to get up at Hell in a Cell, so he didn't know the referee was going to stop the match. He chose tonight to win. Maybe he just decides to drop the belt. Maybe he decides, you know what, there's someone else he's joining his faction or something. I don't know, a year's time, I don't know, maybe what the future holds, but maybe they get given the title. I have no idea how you take the title from Bray, but however WWE do it, let's just wait and see. Let's just see, because I hope it's the right way without ruining the character. Can't wait for SmackDown. Yes, Miz TV tomorrow night on SmackDown, and it's going to be awesome because we now know that he's already going to be talking to Funhouse Bray, but we don't know if obviously he's obviously going to reference this, but is the Miz the next big feud for the Fiend? It's possible. Why is it not? We got... Man, I'm so happy. All of us are, dude. The Fiend's on SmackDown, so how does that work? Possibly he'll be traded. Possibly he'll be on Raw and SmackDown while he's champion. Possibly. I wanted the Firefly Funhouse to come on during a match like they got teleported. Mohammed, that's exactly what I theorized the other week. I really thought they would do that, especially when Michael Cole at the start of the match said that this match pinfalls count anywhere, even in the Firefly Funhouse. I kind of thought maybe WWE had seen my theory video and they were going to go with it. I thought that should be amazing. Survivor Series is going to be great now. NXT are in the mix. Oh, that's such a good announcement. But question is, when is Wargames? Is Wargames the night before Survivor Series? Because if it is, surely most of the top talent in NXT is going to be hurting. They've just literally wrestled in Wargames and stuff. Oh, Seth just won it. That's 1 to the Fiend, 1 to Seth on this live stream. Hopefully everyone at home right now is booing the fact that Seth Rollins in a computer game just beat the Fiend. No, we don't want to see you with the Universal title. We don't want to see it. Go and make your money and brag about it on Twitter, but you're not having the Universal title as well. Always look forward to your Firefly videos, the perspective you put on them. Honestly, it's always hard to say that the theories are going to be correct because they are just that. Sometimes you can make 3 theories about roughly the same thing, and it doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that it's fantasy booking, and a lot of people get that, and a lot of people enjoy it for that reason. Some people, you do get the negativity saying, man, WWE aren't that smart, things like that. Well, tonight we've just watched them put the world title on the Fiend. I would say WWE can be that smart. I love your videos, man. I was looking your reaction after Wyatt won. Dude, if I had a live stream camera set up, that would be a meme right now. I think I nearly broke my telly. Like, it was that insane. Imagine Fiend burning the Universal title. That would be incredible. Would you like to see the Fiend in NXT? Why not? The Fiend, NXT is its own brand now. The Fiend seems to be able to go everywhere. Let him show up once and take out someone. I think that'd be pretty cool. What's with Liv now? Do you think she'll join Bray? I'm still hopeful. I'm really hopeful that Liv will join the Fiend. Even if like you had Liv Morgan in the Firefly Funhouse and then like Sister Abigail or something with the Fiend, I think that could work. I would like to see it. I just want to see Liv back on telly. I think she's so talented, and she kind of got lost a lot with the Riot Squad. AEW. I think someone likes AEW. I like AEW. It was really cool last night. First AEW Tag Team Champions crowned. Really good for SCU. Did you see the Fiend's last tweet? Yes, he replied to Bracers. I did see that, yeah. The title will turn blue for SmackDown, and the WWE title will go to Raw. Bryce, I believe you could be correct. Mainly because the Brock and the Ray storyline, and Ray is a Raw superstar. So, Bryce, you could be onto something, my friend. I heard that NXT will be on Survivor Series. Your thoughts? I think it'd be a good thing, but I want to know when Wargames is. It's 2 nights. Anna Dawes literally a couple of comments down telling me it's 2 nights before Survivor Series. So, I don't know. Because if you put, like, Adam Cole in a hell of a match, is he then going to be able to wrestle on Sunday, legitimately win? I don't know. I missed Crown Jewel. No way. Loser. I'm not going to call you one, but that is your name on here. You need to go and check out Crown Jewel. It was a really good show. And I gotta say, that women's match, it wasn't the most technical. It wasn't the best wrestling match you ever see in your life. But the feeling, the crowd reaction was amazing. Yes, there was a few negative parts with people chucking water bottles and things like that. But ultimately, it was absolutely brilliant. The historic moment could be felt. no matter where you were in the world, you felt that there was history being written, and I loved that moment. I loved the match. I loved the thought. Ah, Seth Rollins! Just won. That's 2-1 now to Seth. I'm not playing this, by the way. I'm talking to you guys, but it's just on. So you've got something to watch, because I don't have a face cam for PlayStation. Very simple. So yeah. But honestly, I think it could be good for NXT to be on Survivor Series. I just hope it's done the right way. I don't want to see someone that we've really never seen before wrestling a match. I really, really don't. Not against someone like Kofi Kingston, for example. See Wrestling, love your videos. Please give a shout out, please, to Richard Raisin. Happy to do it, dude. This crown jewel overall wasn't that bad, actually. Do you know what? That is so true. I think this was the best show from Saudi Arabia, and I think the reason being is WWE have realised, yes, you can run it like a house show, but the fans around the world are then just put off. They're not going to be interested in the next one because it's boring. Nothing happens. On this one, things happened to progress stories, and it actually worked as a separate pay-per-view. It didn't matter that it was in Saudi Arabia. That could have been in London, England. If it was in London, England, I'd have been front row. But it could have been anywhere in the world, and that pay-per-view was really, really good. See, Survivor Series is on for 2 nights. Friday 22nd and Monday 25th. Wargames is on 23rd. Okay. How are they doing Survivor Series? I actually have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Survivor Series is SmackDown. Friday SmackDown. I honestly don't know. I haven't actually looked into that at all. Braver Seth was a G1 classic, LOL joke. But that damn red light, yeah, I didn't like that. There was a lot of moments during that match where it was very dark. You could see they was obviously turning the lights when they needed to, but it wasn't very fast, and they needed to do it faster than that. They really did. See Wrestling, what do you think Ramblin' Rabbit thinking now that the Fiend won and Seth lost? Well, Ramblin' Rabbit is a huge Seth Rollins fan, isn't he? So maybe he's upset, but on the other hand, maybe he's not, because don't forget, he died in the fire when Seth went to the funhouse and burned it down. He died. So maybe now he's not a fan of Seth Rollins. I don't know. I hope that the Fiend or Bray Wyatt, Funhouse Bray, is in the Funhouse tomorrow, and I actually want an answer to that one. I think that would be quite cool. What do you think about Brock's match? It was really quick. I expected a lot more. They sort of hugged in the corner for like ages. That was kind of half the match. They were sort of hugging in the corner, which was kind of strange as well, because wrestling, if you're in the corner, if you're in the ropes, the referee has to break it within 5 seconds, and he didn't do it. He didn't even move. So that was very strange. It was okay for what it was. I didn't expect a lot to happen. I did want Kane to win. I didn't know, because it was his debut. Would they give him that shot? Who knew? But it was interesting. I think the fact that the Fiend won at the end kind of changes everything. The feeling's a good one at the end of the show, and that's really what matters. Fiend could also customize the Universal title like you said before. I really hope so. I really do. I think that would be awesome. Probably Liv will get Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch when she comes back. Very possible. One thing I didn't like about the match was that Bray kept taking so much damage, but maybe that's just part of his character, because all he has to do is lock in that claw to finish any match he's in. Yeah, he did take a lot of damage, but I think that's part of it. I do think that's part. I think you're right. I think the fact that you've got the devil is what Fiend means. Fiend means devil, and he can take damage after damage. And how do you kill a Fiend in fire? Because he's the devil. No one actually said that, including me. That sounds really cool. Why didn't I think of that before? This crown jewel overall, I think I read that one. It wasn't a G1 classic. I don't know why my comment section's just repeating itself. The Brock and Kane feud isn't over yet. No, I don't expect it to be. Rey Mysterio, I think, versus Brock probably will happen as well. War Games is November 23rd. and that is a Saturday. Oh, okay, Matt, that's awesome. So it is that NXT Wargames is the night before Survivor Series? So happy for Bray Wyatt, same faith, absolutely same. Theory, every superstar that loses to The Fiend ends up turning heel. Tomorrow Seth Rollins will. Will Seth be on SmackDown? I don't know. Oh look, The Fiend won! So it's 2-2! The Fiend with 2 wins. The Fiend gets to hold up that Universal Championship now for the 2nd time on this live stream. These matches are going really short. I kind of expected, as it was computer versus computer, that they might go on for an hour or something, but you might just have to watch another rematch. Wait, so if Fiend means devil, what if you put holy water on him? Oh, could you imagine that? Someone actually smart enough in WWE to think that that would be really cool. Maybe that's his kryptonite. What about Liv Morgan? She can attack Becky and get the Raw Women's Championship. Could you imagine? I think that'd be really cool. I feel bad for Adam Cole. Why do you feel bad for Adam Cole? Hey C Wrestling, it's KJ. I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel so much. Thank you very much, KJ, and thank you for dropping into the stream. It does mean a lot. Fiend versus Brock versus Adam Cole at Survivor Series. Oh, I see why people are upset for Adam Cole. If that happens, I would just say, do you know what? I'm going home. I wouldn't even get in the match. I would be so annoyed if that happened. If you was NXT World Champion and you had to go against Brock Lesnar and The Fiend in the same match, you might as well retire. There'd be no point. It's The Fiend. Bray Wyatt, baby. Oh man, God, it's The Fiend. Load of people love The Fiend. This is what I love about Bray Wyatt and the Funhouse. Do you remember back in, I think it was March or April, when the Funhouse vignettes actually started? Do you remember how they was just like black? There wasn't the Funhouse or anything like that. There was all black backgrounds and everything, all very dark. It was all very sinister. And it was like the Abby the Witch doll on the chair, and then you had Mercy the Buzzard was introduced. Do you remember that? Who would have thought that like literally now, it's pretty much nearly November. Who would have thought that it would that starting vignette would turn into The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, winning the Universal Championship? We didn't even know The Fiend existed back then. How incredible. It's really crazy, long-term booking. WWE really can do it, and they do it right, and it's a shame they don't do it more often. Hi C Wrestling, it's Kofi from Twitter. The Universal title made Seth weak. Bray taking that away from him will make him snap. Bray realised that after the first match, that's why he had a new picture. Yes, I think you could be onto something there, because I think what happened is Bray just wanted to hurt Seth. He wanted to do something from the past. He wanted to right the wrong, basically claim forgiveness, and because he couldn't do that at Hell in a Cell, and Seth was almost boasting that he took out The Fiend. Remember, Seth also then went on to burn down the Funhouse, which we know Bray Wyatt created. Bray told us that in episode 1. And you think, if you're that person that's just created something to keep your friends safe, to then actually have someone come in and burn it down, of course you're going to want to take away everything important to them. And of course the Universal title is that for Seth Rollins. When Mercy came out of the box, that's it, yep. What do you think Bray is going to do now? Probably have some champagne on the flight back to America for SmackDown, I assume. Wait, so will Survivor Series be 3-way matches? Cons, we got absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea, my friend. I wish I knew. I'm assuming there'll be a couple because NXT is included, but at this moment in time, we have no idea. C Wrestling, Fiend got a treat and Seth got a trick. I think we all got a treat tonight, didn't we? Bray is literally a cult leader because no matter what he has done, we've always liked him as a wrestler. We've been letting the Fiend in since Bray's Raw debut. There's some food for thought. 100%. I like that. I've said this before in theory videos, that even now, Funhouse Bray is still a cult leader, and it's still true to the character that Bray's always portrayed on WWE, and I really do like that. I like that WWE is consistent there. With the big character change, there is still similarities. Like, you literally listen to the phrase, follow the leader, let me in. They are cult phrases. If JR would call the Fiend's match, by God, he's gonna kill him. The man's got a family. You forgot the, God damn it. Sorry if you've got headphones on. That was probably quite loud. I want to get a Bray Wyatt shirt for Christmas. I either want the Muscle Man Dance shirt or the Lantern one. Which one should I get, Kai? I would get the one I've already got, the Let Him In. I think it's Let Him In. It's the Acid Wash Bray Wyatt shirt. It's really nice. You got a big picture of the Fiend on, and the Fiend has won the Universal title again. This is now 3-2 to the Fiend. I don't know why they make the Fiend do that weird funny dance when he wins the title. Can you look at this? When would you see the Fiend sort of bobbing his head? This just would not happen, would it? Let's be honest. Could you imagine at the end of Crown Jewel if that's how the Fiend celebrated, by doing a little dance? I know he does the Muscle Man dance, but no, come on. Did Lacey turn face, and did Braun get knocked out? Lacey didn't turn face. It was a very strange match because there really wasn't a baby face or a heel at all. It was all very respectful, and I think that was obviously part of the deal that WWE got to put on this match. It had to be respectful. There was a lot of handshakes at the end. There was a big hug, and I think it was just more the moment rather than the actual match, and I'm fine with that. It was a solid match. It was very old school kind of wrestling, and it was very throwbacky, but that's fine. It's definitely one to go and check out. It's, you got to remember, in Saudi Arabia, women don't do sports. They don't have jobs like that at all. And I said it on a tweet yesterday when it was announced. The thing is, little girls in the audience will be inspired by that match, and not only that, but boys will be inspired by that match. That women are equal to men, and they can do the same thing that men can do. And WWE and the announcer said it tonight so many times, that change will happen. If you keep going on and on, change will happen. And there's a lot of skepticism over this 10-year Saudi deal that WWE have, but I really do like it. I think the fact that you can now go to Saudi Arabia as a woman and drive, something you couldn't do before. You think in 10 years time women could have the exact same rights in Saudi Arabia as men, and if WWE have played a very small part in that, that is incredible. When you think of the struggle that women, that gays, that everyone has experienced, hate throughout history has experienced, and that WWE, a wrestling entertainment company, could go into a country and be a part of the change, to me that's just incredible. That really is incredible. Turn the red light on, dude. No. No, people want to actually see this match, Kip. Yo, I'm so happy the Fiend won. Smash Bros Guard 111. I think we all are, dude. It is, I'm marked out. I said it at the start of stream, I have not marked out like that since Rock versus Hogan at WrestleMania. I just did not expect it. The minute he rose up and Seth had his back to him, you kind of knew there was no way the Fiend could lose that. There was no way. And the fact it had like 1 minute to go, it was like, come on. And when he got the pinfall, it was just insane. Absolutely insane. So far, no dislikes. Dislikes don't bother me. Again, YouTube, you get likes, you get dislikes. It's not something I ever worry about. I do think sometimes people can dislike for the wrong reasons. That's fine. I think YouTube don't even care. I think YouTube class it as a like or dislike an interaction. So it doesn't matter whether you like or dislike the video, it helps the video. So thumbs up, thank you for that. Robbie, WWE Daily, Hasty Wrestling UK. Hey Robbie. WrestleMania X8, Icon versus Icon. I know. Honestly, do you know, whenever I'm bored and I want to go and watch wrestling, that is one of my go-to matches. It really is. the way that they change it on the fly, because Hogan's meant to be booed and he's not. He's cheered so much. The Rock gets booed. That's how insane it is. And The Rock's meant to be the good guy, Hogan's meant to be the bad guy. Absolutely insane. I like the stream. Thank you very much, Bryce. I jumped through the whole room. Wrestle Sis, how is my good buddy C? I'm good, thank you, Sis. How are you? C Wrestling, who would be in a faction with the Fiend, and what would the faction be called? I don't know, you know. I've thought about this for videos in the past, and I've sort of teased making them, sort of tried making them, and I never can think of a name. I don't want a Wyatt family. A reformation of the Wyatt family would be fine, but don't call it the Wyatt family. Maybe something like the Funhouse Crew. No, the Funhouse Friends. The Funhouse Friends that never ever end. There you go. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Rowan. I think that would make perfect sense, especially with him having a match on Raw with Seth. Why would he have that match on Raw with Seth unless he was helping Bray? I don't know. Liv obviously would make perfect sense. I don't know. Maybe The Miz. I want to see a dark side of The Miz. Not a heel side, but a dark side. I think that'd be quite cool. I'm so happy for the Fiend, guys. We all are. I missed Crown Jewel, mate. Just catching up with the results now, but oh, Sis, you missed a hell of a show. One hell of an event. It really was a great pay-per-view. And it's not very often anymore you actually get to say that with WWE. But Crown Jewel was amazing. I really did enjoy it. The whole show was good. Maybe the Brock and Kane match could have gone a bit longer, been a bit more depth to it, but ultimately it was still a very good show. Anyone know when Lars Sullivan is coming back, and should he join Bray? Lars would be quite decent in that role. I think he could. Again, I don't know when he's due back. He was out for a long time last time I knew, so... The Fireflies, yes, Chris. Live with the Fiend and others. The Flyer, yes. Why not just think of the Fireflies? I'm talking about the Funhouse Friends. Who come up with the Funhouse Friends? Or call them the Friends? Yeah. Maybe they could just be friends, and they could come out with Friends theme music. You know, I'll be there for you. That one. I know. I probably that's gonna get some dislikes. He's out for a year. Yeah, I thought he was. Theory, Finn reunites with OC at Survivor Series. Okay, I'd be up for that. See, I don't see any issue with them sending talent down to NXT for a few months. I don't think Balor needs to be exclusive to NXT at all. And the Fiend just wins again. That is now, what, 4 to the Fiend, 2 to Seth Rollins. We had to use Halloween Havoc because there probably is. I just couldn't see a crown jewel. But there goes the Fiend's funky dancing. Honestly. I do like that Firefly Funhouse sign in the audience. I don't know if you just called it, but it's like half blacked out, half with the Funhouse logo. Really cool sign. I'm surprised we don't see that at more WWE events. People going with the Firefly Funhouse logo on a sign. So glad WWE finally had the women's match in Saudi, and the Fiend winning just put the icing on the cake. Anna Dawes, I completely agree. I completely agree with you. I think a lot of people tuned in to see Cain Velasquez, to see Tyson Fury. A lot of casual fans would. But I think the Fiend stole the show. I think the women earned the respect of a lot of wrestling fans tonight. I don't think I've seen anything negative about the women's match. I was watching Twitter most of the show, between there and Kip Clip's live stream, and honestly, I was just enthralled because that match, the women's match, it meant so much to the competitors. You could see it, Lacey and Natalya both tearing up at the end, hugging. It was incredible. And the problem is, you don't know the reaction that they're going to get, and even when they walk through that curtain to go onto the ramp, for all they knew, they could have been booed out of the building, and it didn't happen. The fans cheered it. There was "This is awesome" chants. They didn't do anything special, but the match itself was a spectacle, and that's really what matters. None of the Saudi shows are any good. I didn't think they were. I did have a quick look, but then I saw Halloween Havoc, and of course it's Halloween. Makes perfect sense. I wish there was like a random mode on here, like a smash the pumpkin in the face match. I don't know. See, people say to me all the time in comments, you should work for WWE. Honestly, no, because you would get a match like smash the pumpkin in the face match, and you'd be bored. Vince is probably thinking it's all about the money right now. Why not? Right now, honestly, if they bought out a ton of new Funhouse merch, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I would. So, after Saudi Arabia and everything like that, it makes perfect sense. Put out more Fiend merchandise, put out more Funhouse merchandise. I was getting worried actually, because I hope you guys saw it. There's a Muscle Man Dance exclusive box on WWE Shop. It's limited to 1,000, okay? Now, I chose not to buy it. It's a lot of money to get it shipped and imported to the UK because it's not available on WWE Euro Shop, obviously. But I was getting worried because I looked late last night and not a single size has actually sold out. And the other one sold out in like an hour completely. So the fact that not one size is sold out is stupid. Hopefully the Fiend winning the title tonight has sort of sparked that interest again in the character. WWE's new profile picture is of the Fiend. I don't blame them. He's the hottest thing in wrestling right now, and that's fine by me. Yo, Supsy, tonight I'm going trick-or-treating as the Fiend. Overdrive, have fun, stay safe. Honestly, I loved going trick-or-treating when I was a kid, I can't deny. But tonight, I got to admit, I was being a right Scrooge because I did not open my door for one single trick-or-treater. I actually bought sweets and everything like 2 weeks ago before I realised that Crown Jewel was on Halloween. And the Fiend has won it again. Let's do the funny dance. Oh, he's not doing it this time. He's not doing it. He's not doing the dance. We've been cheated. He's now won it. What's this, the 5th time? Seth's won it twice. So it is now 5-2 to the Fiend. The Fiend wins. We're probably going to stay live for another 10 minutes or so. This has been quite chill, hasn't it? I've enjoyed this. He's on Raw now. Set up for Liv. Very possible, Derek. Why your name C Wrestling UK? Honestly, when I set up the YouTube channel, I had no idea what to call myself at all. And at the time, obviously, it was all about focusing on wrestling figures and collector. So my name on forums and stuff before this was collector and stuff, so it made sense to be something C. I thought C Wrestling, and then I kind of just added UK into it, so hence the name C Wrestling UK. It's just, I could have changed it. I've thought about changing it before, but I think C Wrestling kind of works. I don't know, I don't really mind. As long as it's not something like hippopotamus or something, I'm fine with that. He's on Raw. Oh, I read that one, didn't I? The first Funhouse box sold out quickly. Wonder why the Muscle Man one is so slow. Anna, I think what it is WWE messed around with the Fiend at Hell in a Cell. I think a lot of people were angry about that. I think a lot of people were annoyed about that. Yet WWE had to do something, and tonight they did that. They did that exactly. I think a lot of people are checking out those videos. I know that my one from the Funhouse from Crown Jewel tonight is on like 2,800 views. That will undoubtedly go up. I probably expect that, prediction wise, to be about a 5, maybe 6,000 view video, which is insane. I'm sure Wrestling Days has done one. His will be insane. I'm sure What Culture, Cultaholic, Wrestle Talk, Kip Clips, they're all going to do the exact same videos. They're all going to be talking about this now for the next 24 hours. It is the new news story, and it's going to entice fans back to the product and hopefully back into liking the Fiend and trusting WWE and booking the Fiend. I think that's a big jump. You should collab with Wrestling Days discussing theories. I'm open to collabs. I'm not gonna lie, I am. Theory wise, we could debate them, But I do think we're complete polar opposites. I really do. I don't think we've ever theorized the same thing unless it's been completely obvious and then it's come completely true. I think we always theorize different things about the same thing, but different things. And I think that's good as well. I think YouTube needs differentials between the two, and I do enjoy that. So I'd be open to collabing with Days 100%, but maybe not about theory videos, because again, we could go on for hours. Hey guys, hey KJ, what's with the Great One? I know he's a YouTuber, but what about him? Do you think that now that the Fiend has the title, if Liv Morgan actually joins him, will we see her again soon? It's possible, because now the story is going to turn 180 degrees. We don't know at all what's going to happen next with the Fiend. We're going to find out hopefully tomorrow night during Miz TV, so we haven't even got to wait that long, which is brilliant, because if this was like normal and SmackDown was on Tuesday, we'd have to wait till Monday for any kind of answers. You can't kill it under the red light. The zombie man rules the universe. Hashtag yowie wowie. Mr. Meme Bean. What a name. I love that name. Love that. But yeah, so yeah, under the red light, I think the Fiend is immortal. But Hell in a Cell, you gotta remember, people are moaning about it, but the truth is he didn't lose. The Fiend was just waiting to see what Seth did next. The referee chose to end the match, even though on the plaque it still says disqualification. I don't think WWE really knew the answer to it, so very strange. But Seth Rollins gets a victory. Seth Rollins is now clawing back. It's 5-3. We're probably going to stream maybe another 5, 10, maybe another 10. We'll see if the comments keep coming. Hell in a Cell is trending, is it? I'm going to go on Twitter and have a look. I've still not got the thumbnail up, by the way. I've got a really cool thumbnail. But again, it will go up after the stream. I've just seen Wrestling Days tweeting out his video. Bray Wyatt tweeted an hour ago, you can't kill it under the red light. The zombie man rules the universe. Yep, completely correct, dude. I don't see Hell in a Cell trending. I see Crown Jewel is trending right now in the UK. That is brilliant. It was the #1 trend when it was live. When it was on, it was the #1 trend in the world. And that's insane. Let's get the one more rematch going. The only way to defeat the Fiend is without the red light, maybe. It's possible. He didn't have the red light at SummerSlam, though, versus Finn Balor, did he? I'm sure he didn't. I kind of hope they do something a bit different with the lighting, though, because it didn't work for me tonight. I didn't mind it at Hell in a Cell, but tonight I didn't like it. I think because they was all around the arena, especially when like they did that spot in the top left barricade and everything. We had Seth take the Sister Abigail on that staging thing, and then he fell to the floor where you couldn't actually see anything. So that was kind of annoying. I've just got a notification from YouTube telling me there has been now over 400 comments on your live stream. Thank you very much, YouTube, for letting me know that. So many possibilities, 100%. It's trending in the US. Oh, okay. See you later, Smash Bros. #1 trend, yowie wowie. It deserves to be, let's be honest. Tonight it didn't work because it was outdoor and it was dark out. Yeah, it probably was that. Get to bed or your body clock will be messed up. No, Calvin, I'm not going to bed. And yes, I've just used your name. And yes, you're going to moan at me for that. But I'm not going to bed because tomorrow night is SmackDown. And that's on what? For the UK between 12 and 2 tomorrow. So I need to be awake at this time tomorrow. I might as well stay awake for it today. When is the next SmackDown Live? Never. SmackDown Live doesn't exist anymore, dude. It's now Friday night SmackDown. And it's on Fox in the US. It's on Sky Sports in the UK. And it is tomorrow in the UK time. It is 12 midnight until 2 for this week only because of the clock difference. which is really cool because we get an extra hour to sleep after SmackDown, unless you watch 205 Live, which they keep taking away and then bringing back again, which is very strange. Can you shout me out? Of course I can. Justin Inderpool. I can give you a shout out, dude. Thank you for asking. I am so excited for SmackDown now. Same. The Fiend vs Brock Lesnar will be absolutely brilliant. But are we going to get that match now that NXT is included with Survivor Series? Could it be Brock versus The Fiend versus Adam Cole? Or will it be The Fiend versus Seth Rollins? Or maybe The Undertaker? I don't know. Rest in peace, SmackDown Live. Yep. So strange to have had a pay-per-view be over when normal people are still awake. Feels very strange. I feel like it should be 4 AM right now. Exactly the same as I feel, Anna Dawes. Exactly. I sort of had this realization after Crown Jewel. I tweeted a bit and I sat there and I was like, what do I do now? And I think that's the reason I've done this live stream, is I was so hyped. Normally that hype just disappears when I fall asleep, but I'm not tired, and let's do something unique and let's just chat to you guys for a while. LOL, it's 9 minutes past midnight in Germany. Usually we have to watch the pay-per-views at like 4 AM. I feel you, dude. My power went out right after the bell rung when the Fiend won. The power of the Fiend was above me. It's Halloween, dude. Run. Get out of that house now, because you could be being stalked by the puppets. We didn't see any of the puppets tonight. We don't know where they are. It is Halloween. Abby is a witch. Run. I still wanted to see the curb stomp into the mandible claw. Well, the rivalry might not be over just yet. Who would win in between the Fiend versus the Boogeyman? Oh, I'm going to have to do one more match because Seth just won. That is 5-4 to the Fiend. The Fiend is still up 1. Let's do one more. We might have to do a decider as well. I might be here all night at this rate. I want to talk about this whole Boogeyman thing because I don't know if you saw it, but Tuesday on the WWE YouTube channel, they did a live stream with the Boogeyman. I did do a video on it, so if you didn't watch it, make sure you check that out, and I discuss everything that happened. It was nearly 3 hours long, and all it was Boogeyman sat there. It was really, really cool because Boogeyman got to talk about himself, but every now and again he'd snap into character, and it was crazy. Some of the stuff he did was weird. Like, he was playing with a worm with the Universal Championship. He was singing songs. He was telling us about his past and how he grew up with asthma and stuff. He was eating pizza. He was talking to people like I'm talking to you guys right now, answering your comments. It was so bizarre, and it was absolutely brilliant. I loved every minute of it. Really cool. I did tweet out that link as well to the YouTube video, but it is on the channel. I uploaded it Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday. 100% go and check that out because it was definitely worth watching, even though it's 3 hours long. The Fiend versus The Undertaker, baby. I think that'd be good. You said my name correctly. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm really bad with pronunciation, so I'm really pleased for that. You should play online with fans. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe, because I'm getting more into 2K20 now. I normally buy the game, play it a couple of times, Call of Duty comes out, and that's me. I'm really getting into 2K20. We're going to see Funhouse Bray with a title. I'm excited. I'm excited for that too, Hector. Do you think Funhouse Bray will be in the ring with Miz on Miz TV, or will he be in the Funhouse during the interview? I don't know. Freelancer, I've got absolutely no idea. I really hope that the Fiend... I hope Bray... the Funhouse Bray is on the Titantron, and the Fiend appears then behind the Miz and takes out the Miz. I think that would be really cool. Will NXT be a part of WrestleMania? I can only assume so. The fact it's part of Survivor Series, possibly. You play online equals I immediately buy WWE 2K20. Dude, I think you should. It's a few glitches. We had one at the start of the stream where Seth got caught in the ropes and just couldn't move. But honestly, it's a good game. It really is a good game. I'm enjoying it. See Wrestling, can I have a shout out? Of course you can. TKG. Hold on. Yeah, TKG. I don't know why I keep going to TKJ, but it's TKG. Shout out to you. Crazy says, who should be the first wrestler to beat the Fiend by pinfall, in your opinion? Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe Brock. I think because Brock can take the hate. Someone like Seth, if he pinned the Fiend tonight, we'd be angry at him for the rest of his career. Brock, we hate him anyway, so let's just do it with Brock. The commentators said Bray will be sitting down with The Miz, but who knows? He could be sitting down in the Funhouse. Or Tommaso Ciampa versus The Fiend. That would be a really cool match. That would be cool. I made Bray champion the second I unlocked him. Well, that's what I'm doing in this. This is exactly what I'm doing. I think Seth's currently the champ, though. Seth did win the last match. It's 5-4 to The Fiend. We've just been restarting the match while I've been talking to you. This is computer versus computer. I'm not currently playing the game. It is live, however, though, so I don't even know what's going to happen. Aleister Black, yes. But would we turn on Black because he beat Bray Wyatt? Is that possible? I think we might do, you know. I think a lot of fans might turn on Black. Have you got an email? Yeah, you can send me anything to cwrestlinguk@gmail.com. I don't check it that often though, but if you do want to email me a theory or whatever it is, you can send it over to cwrestlinguk@gmail.com. That's fine. Shout out to KJ. I know these glitches from 2K19, so I'm used to it. People just tend to cry all the time without mentioning it. Yeah, okay, there's a few glitches in the game. It is annoying. I'll be completely honest. Literally start of this stream, we got Seth caught in the top right turnbuckle ropes. God knows how that happened, but he did free himself, and it is actually the first glitch that I've encountered personally on the game. So I can't really moan too much about it. I really can't. I always look forward to your videos, man. Keep them up. I will be done. Thank you very much for the support. Fiend versus Lesnar versus Cole at Survivor Series. Very possible, Justin. I be wondering what people even are doing with their games to get all these crazy glitches. I be playing for a good while now and still have to get anything good, anything game breaking. Yeah, same. We got that one at the start, which I think is just sod's law. We're live streaming for the first time, and of course something has to go wrong. Oh, I was just hoping the Fiend was going to win that then, and he didn't. Seth Rollins kicked out at 2. It's going to be Ray versus Brock at Survivor Series. I think that's very possible, yeah. I think at every WrestleMania from now on, there should be a special NXT showcase. I think you could be right, Freelancer. I completely agree with you. Now it's its own brand. It would make a lot of sense. Yes, Finn Balor is in NXT now. Imagine if Miz TV is in the Funhouse. Oh, that would be cool. And Seth with a victory. That's now 5-5. We've got one. We're going to have to do one more match. We're going to have to. We can't leave it on 5-5. The winner takes all. Seth, yes, you're Universal Champion, but everyone right now needs to think positive. The Fiend could walk out of here a loser. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm never live streaming again if he loses. Actually, no, I probably will. So, take that one back. I need a shout out to C. I'm actually a wrestling channel too. Wrestle says, shout out to you, my friend. Imagine if Bray had a talk show. That would be creepy as hell. I'd love that. The Fiend for King. What? You want the Fiend? You want Bray Wyatt to marry Queen Elizabeth? Oh, no. Imagine little Fiend princes. Balor versus Brock versus the Fiend. That would be awesome. Winner take all. It's a tie break. It is indeed. Come on, Fiendy. I need you to win. It's Halloween. Please win. Please win. This WWE 2K20 decider match will end in a DQ. Probably. I can always stop and leave match and just end it. No contest. No contest. It never happened. It was all a figment of your imagination. Do you know what I enjoyed about tonight? the fact that it kind of made sense that maybe at Hell in a Cell, the reason for the crappy ending was so they could wait till Halloween to put the title on Bray. Maybe the plan was to put the title on Bray in Hell in a Cell, but they chose to wait for Halloween after Crown Jewel was scheduled on Halloween. I like that. I like that idea that maybe WWE just postponed it a little bit, and everything else in between has just been filler until we get to Crown Jewel. I do like that theory. Bray's got JoJo. Yeah, there's rumors that she could be coming back. I'd be up for that. Maybe if, like, because she did wrestle at one point, didn't she? Didn't she train like alongside Eva Marie and stuff? I don't know, but why not? Boogeyman joins Bray. Could you imagine like a proper tomorrow on the Funhouse, like a proper Halloween themed Funhouse where like the Boogeyman pops in and things? That'd be pretty funny. Maybe the Boogeyman's gone trick or treating. Maybe the Fiend will send Seth to NXT like they did with Finn. Oh, could you imagine? AEW could be in some trouble if WWE do that. If they start padding out that roster on NXT, that would be insane. My privilege to be called your friend. C. You've been doing very well in YouTube, bringing us some awesome videos, dude. Way to go! Thank you very much, Sis. C, do you think the 11/19 reference means something about November 19th? Honestly, Anna, I don't know. I've been thinking about this now for weeks. I still don't know. And that's so cool, isn't it? There's a little Easter egg. Maybe it means nothing at all. Could you imagine that if Bray just did that to annoy us? Maybe it means nothing. Maybe that was just the random time the clock was stuck at, and it means nothing, and we're all here. Come on, what does 11/19 mean? It's Undertaker's debut date. No, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe it was just to wind us up. Yes, Matt J. Hendricks. The Saudi crowd was into Luke Harper tonight. That shocked me. It came down to what? Harper, Rowan, and Carrillo in the Battle Royal and the kickoff, and there was "Let's Go Harper" chants. I don't think I've ever heard "Let Go Harper" chants in WWE history. Oh, I thought Seth was going to go for the win. I thought he got that. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was like Hell in a Cell over again. Come on, Fiend. Fiendy, baby, get up. That's it. Come on. He pulled you up. Now, come on. Oh, what's he doing? JoJo was a terrible wrestler. It depends on the character, though. She plays the Sister Abigail character. Does she need to wrestle very well? No. No, I mean King of WWE. I did guess, Faith. I did guess. The Saudi crowd was into... Yeah, I read that one. Live stream tomorrow talking about the events on SmackDown. The only problem I have doing that is that SmackDown finishes at 2 o'clock in the morning. Crown Jewel tonight finished at 9. So it's very simple and very easy to go live after. There's time. I'm not being too loud. The neighbours can't complain too much. Oh, Fiend only getting a 2 count there. I feel like 11/19 was actually supposed to be something, but it just got thrown out of the window. Well, 11/19 hasn't happened yet. It might not even be this year. Why can't they plant the seeds for 11th or 19th of November next year? It's always confusing to me because in the UK we put the date, then the month, then the year, but in America I know you put the month, then the date. It's very confusing. If Seth wins, we riot. Please don't riot on my YouTube channel. Please don't. If you are watching and you haven't already, hit that like button. I haven't actually asked anyone to do that yet, but please hit that like button. It does help the stream. It helps us out on YouTube, so thank you for that. Mr. Monkey is in the chat. Drake Maverick was robbed in that battle royal. Wasn't he the first one eliminated? Poor Spud. The Fiend wins! Sorry, reaction again. The Fiend just won. That's 6-5. I just scared my cat. Please don't call. Like, there's the dance. We've even got the dance. It's 6-5. The Fiend is the new 2K20 Universal Champion of the world. I'm over the moon with that. The Fiend wins. 11/19 is on a Tuesday, so it means nothing. Yeah, unless they do something like a Funhouse thing on a Tuesday. I think that could still be quite cool. No, I mean King of WWE. Maybe it's long-term booking. Maybe it is. The Fiend's going to be a champion for decades now, like Samoa Joe wanted to. Yeah, possible. Bray spit water out of his mask randomly in Crown Jewel match, and I was caught off guard and started laughing. I'm such an immature child sometimes. I think we all can be when it comes to wrestling, don't you think? I love how the ref didn't hand the championship to the Fiend. He just appeared with it. I think that's cool. I think the fact you could take, he can take what he wants when he wants. That's perfect. Let's do one more match, not Seth and Bray. Let's in the spirit of competition, and it was, let's go to female because it takes ages to do this now. Let's go with Natalia. If we can find her. Let's go for today's Natalia. That's one thing I really don't like about 2K20 is look at all these different Natalias. It's the same for Sasha, for Bayley, for Charlotte. Oh, they really just didn't pad out the roster very well. And then we want Lacey Evans, and of course it puts us down at R, but we can do this way, and there's Lacey Evans. So confirm, as they did have such a great match tonight and it was historic, we got to do this match one time and then we'll be calling it a night, because I'm getting tired now and I want some food first as well. Alex says, notice me please. Alex, you've been noticed. I've noticed you, Alex, and I bet you feel very uncomfortable right now, but that's fine. Big shout out to Alex for joining the stream, thank you very much. See Wrestling, check Bray's Twitter. I did, unless he's tweeted something new. Tony, who's Tony? Nerdtastic Taylor? Don't know anyone called Tony. Bray's Twitter. Bray Wyatt. Thank God I got a tablet and a phone to do this. Oh yeah, the you can't kill it under the red light. The zombie man rules the universe. I do like that. That's really cool. And nice black and white picture, the grayscale picture. It's really cool. I love that WWE had the first ever women's match in Saudi. I completely agree. I think it was really cool. Poor cat. What's up, C Wrestling? Thank you very much for dropping in the game synergy. I am just hyped. So hyped after Crown Jewel. It actually, for me, feels like an after WrestleMania night. That's how I feel right now. It feels that big. I'm so mad they took the random... Do you know what, Mr. Monkey? That is exactly my fault. Why have they done that? It makes no sense. I feel like what you said in one of your videos about Seth having no title in his first picture, then having it in the second one, meant that the Fiend actually wanted a title was the whole reason. I don't know. I think that's logical. The fact that for so long Seth was there without the title, and then boom, he's got... Why did he not just print off the same picture? The Funhouse must have a working printer because we got the other pictures back. I think either Mia Yim or Toni Storm will be the final member for Team Rhea in Wargames. I think Toni Storm is a plausible thing. Obviously, she was NXT UK Women's Champion, and much to Nerdtastic Taylor's disgust, she hasn't been used since, so... possible that she's been called up. Tyler Bate was obviously on NXT last night, so it makes perfect sense for maybe Toni Storm to be going there as well. Here goes the same match from Crown Jewel to SmackDown theory. Crown Jewel was better than the last year's. 100% it was. Really good show, really good matches as well, and I think the fact that you had these big spectacle matches with Tyson Fury and Cain Velasquez, okay, they wasn't great matches, but they got a lot of people interested in the product, and really that is what matters, and it was a great show. We need Tony time. So what do you think is going to happen with Seth Rollins? I think we're going to see Seth now descend into hell. I think he's going to change his character completely, and I hope that happens. Crown Jewel, yeah, I read that one. How long have you been watching wrestling for? Since I was 10 years old, so 19 years, not to give away my age, but 19 years. Let's rematch. What I keep saying this. It's now 11:30. We'll do one more rematch, and then that is me done. And if I don't finish, right, if I find a reason to keep streaming this, guys, please leave. Please, because I'll be on here all night long, and I really don't want to do that. I want to get some food. I want to chill. I want to play some PlayStation. What's your favourite wrestler besides Bray? I'm a huge Jeff Hardy fan. If you're talking legends, Macho Man Randy Savage was a huge one. AJ, I've always been a fan of AJ through WCW days, even though he was only there for a brief period of time. Also, I'm a massive fan of Jungle Boy. I really do like Jungle Boy. I know a lot of people like Luchasaurus, but I'm a huge Jungle Boy fan. I think he's really cool. Any predictions on when John Morrison will return? See, I've got no idea. He did deny the rumours, actually. There was a thing that he denied it, but was he just keeping it close to himself, close to his chest? I don't know. I'd like to see him maybe return in the Rumble. That could make sense. It was probably too broken, but how can they mess up a random button? I've got no idea. They probably just forgot it. Probably. One more match, Fiend versus Brock. That we can say for another day, Swish. 100% we can do that another day. I think I'll definitely do this again. This has been really fun catching up with you guys, talking to you guys. I do enjoy this. I do premieres so I can talk to you in the chat. And right now I'm just doing basically the same thing with this random gameplay and my voice. So the fact that we've still got people watching is incredible. So thank you very much. That we've been live streaming now for a while as well, which is much longer than I expected to. I heard you play COD. Have you played the new Modern Warfare? If so, what do you think about it? Yes, and I don't really like it. I think there's barely anything in the game. I'm perfectly fine with there not being a zombies mode, but what have you done to replace it? There's obviously some good game modes, but map-wise, there really isn't a lot. Of course, there's going to be some DLCs and everything, but I don't know, you kind of think you should at least have a good number. I don't know. I wish I switched my shift at work today, but kind of happy I didn't, because I can watch SmackDown for a change. Awesome, Anna. I'm sure I'll see you on the live stream tomorrow. Did you buy the deluxe edition for 2K20? No, I bought the collector's edition, mainly because I wanted the autograph and the plaque, and I sold the supercard codes, so that pays for a lot of the game anyway. I sold them on the day of release for like £70, so thumbs up for that. So that was half the game paid for, and of course you get the deluxe edition and everything with that as well, so that's why I did that. I want Damien Sandow to return at Raw. Isn't he in NWA? I think he might be. I discovered this channel 1 month ago, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad you did too. Happy Halloween to the Game Synergy. Thank you very much, my friend. It would be pretty cool if Seth started cheating to win against The Fiend. It doesn't work, of course. Not only does The Fiend beat him, he also burns the Universal title to punish him. I think that could be quite fun. Yes, NXT is included in Survivor Series. I'm so excited. I want to see what they do with that, because it's new, and I like stuff with this new. NWA Power, Aaron Stevens. That's right, that's it. Yeah. What was I going to call him? Aaron. Oh, it was in his Impact Wrestling name, Aaron Rex. That's what I was going to call him, Aaron Rex. Do you want to see Liv Morgan this Friday? Yes. I want to see Liv Morgan. It's a draw. We can't end on a draw. No, come on. Why? This is obviously computer versus computer, but why is it ended on a draw? That's... Thank God it wasn't The Fiend versus Seth. Oh, God. Even in 2K20, we've got to do a rematch. Come on. We got to do it. I know I said I wouldn't, but we can't end on a draw. That's silly. Should have changed the settings. Probably do the same thing again. You could have done a giveaway for the QR code. No profit, but still. Yeah, I could have done. I did do one last year. The only issue I had with that is you get so many people that you have no idea who they are entering that giveaway, and I don't like that. I like giveaways. I completely understand why people do them, But when you're doing it just to buy views and buy likes, and I don't like that. I think, you know, you can kind of do stuff like that and not get that kind of stuff. I did do a massive Wrestle Crate giveaway thanks to the guys at Wrestle Crate UK, which I know a few long-term subscribers actually won. I think 2 long-term subscribers won that out of 3, and that was brilliant. I loved that giveaway. It was really fun. Right, I'm leaving. Hello everyone, let him out. Think I should bring all my wrestling figures over to your see and start a museum, loose and min on card. Dude, honestly, we'd have to build a museum to host them all. Like, I've had to now stretch out my Funkos downstairs, and at Comic-Con I even bought non-wrestling Funko Pops. I don't know what's going on with me. YouTube starts making me money and I'm spending it left, right and center, but that's life. Not being mean, but I really wanted to see Seth Rollins win because he is my favorite wrestler. Wrestling Logan too. You know what? I think it's okay to want Seth Rollins to win. He is a big name in the company, and I'm sure a lot of people will be upset. But sorry, dude, the Fiend won, and I'm too happy about it. That's really cruel. That's really cruel. But no, I get it, dude. I get it. Who's your favorite WWE superstar? Of course, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Do you have Twitch? No. No. I did try and do Twitch once and I didn't work it out. It's like I can't even get a thumbnail on this YouTube video, and I've been doing YouTube now for like 2 years and I can't even get a thumbnail on this damn thing, on this live stream. So let's not run before we can walk. Let's save Twitch for another time. No. See Wrestling Service Survivor Series even includes 205 Live and NXT UK. I haven't announced that, but it would be cool if they did. Who's your favourite WWE superstar? The Fiend. If not The Fiend, Jeff Hardy. If not Jeff Hardy, going back legends wise, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, you collect Funko Pops. That's awesome. I collect WWE Funko Pops. On Friday last week I went to MCM Comic Con in London and I ended up buying loads of Dragon Ball Pops. I bought some random Power Ranger Pops, a Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, and I bought a Mr. Bean because it was super cheap. It's like £3. It's like, yeah, I can't buy that. So yeah. What edition of the game do you have? Oh, I got the collector's edition, so technically it's a deluxe edition, but I did buy the whole collector's bundle and got the plaque and the Edge autograph, which was awesome. You also got the supercard codes, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I did like it. Right, I'm gonna head out. Can't wait for the after SmackDown video tomorrow. See you in heaven. See you in heaven. See you in hell. It's still technically Halloween here, dude. Me and my brother got 2K20 Deluxe Edition. Awesome, Robbie. Who is in your WWE Funko collection? I'm a collector of them myself. Dude, head on over to my Twitter at CWrestlingUK. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I posted a tweet showing you guys my Funko collection. Ironically, I shall retweet it now, so it should be at the top if I can find it. But yeah, you can actually see my WWE Funkos. The other ones haven't been set up or anything yet. There you go, it's been retweeted, so it should be at the top of my timeline now on Twitter. At the top of the feed even, you know what I mean. But yeah, so if you want to check that out, at CWrestlingUK on Twitter. Have you ever met Kip or Daze? No, I haven't. Me and Daze did both attend the same WWE show in London, and we did try and meet up. We couldn't get signals, it was a palaver, and we just missed each other completely. So we nearly did, very nearly did. We was in the same room, if that counts. Roman Reigns or Randy Orton? I gotta go with Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns just makes more of an impact. I think he makes more noise when he comes out. I think kids really do like Roman. He is the next John Cena. Wait, what? You mean you like the Power Rangers but never told me all of this time, see? And I told you I liked him. I do, of course I like Power Rangers. I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Of course I did. I'm not a massive Power Rangers fan, I'll be completely honest, but when I saw the Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, I do want to find the Goldar pop. But I have limited myself to not buying non-WWE pops on the internet. So I gotta somehow find somewhere selling the Goldar pop. That's my next big one. Oh yes, Vanilla Coat Gate. That's the one, Anna Dawes. That's the one. The Zombie Man rules the universe. 100% right, guys. That is it. I am calling it a night. We have had over 500 comments. That's absolutely insane. If you haven't, hit that like button. Honestly, I say this in every video, and some people always say why. The like button, the dislike button as well, it counts on YouTube as an interaction, and YouTube will realize that, hey, that many people have interacted with this live stream, with this video, and in the next video, or that video might be pushed a little bit higher up when you search for things on YouTube, meaning other people find it, other people can join us, and these streams and these videos and everything else can continue. And that's really cool. So I do really appreciate it when you like, even when you dislike. I do appreciate it, so thank you for that. I will be on Wrestling Days' live stream for SmackDown tomorrow. You can always hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at CWrestlingUK. Of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Go and check out my initial thoughts on The Fiend winning the Universal Championship at Crown Jewel. The video is up on the channel, so make sure you go and check that out. It's doing really well. I'm really pleased with that. Of course, there was a huge NXT announcement last night. That video is up on the channel as well. And of course, you can go and watch my Crown Jewel predictions and see how many of them I got wrong. And I shall see you all in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace!